There. Okay. So, you know what? Let me just make sure. Oops. Set up microphone. Let me do these speakers. Here we go. That's why I couldn't hear you come on. Normally when people come on, I get a little chime. My speaker wasn't set up properly. Okay, everyone, tonight's practice is going to, well, I've put it together with the intention of supporting hope, anchoring into hope. And because we all need hope right now. We always need hope, but especially right now, sometimes it's tough to hang on to hope. So we can be the light. We can be the ones who give people light because these are dark times. And that's what yoga's about. And taking care of yourself is about. So that's what this is kind of curated, if you will, around hope. So with a hope-based practice, we're doing the heart opener, we're doing grounding and resiliency. Okay, because hope is all about resiliency, right? Being resilient, like going through stuff and coming out with hope after all of it. So that's what it's about. Let's begin. So with your pillows, we're just going to start with some really nice full ribcage breath, just to kind of reset the nervous system here, get ourselves really nice and calm. So stack the two pillows, and then for your bed pillow or your small pillows, you want those to just be there to catch your head. Strap goes to the side. We're not going to use that yet. So with, oh my gosh, I don't have my mic on me. I probably sound echoing far away. Testing, testing. Okay, good. Okay, so with these pillows, what you want is you want to put them in a place where your rib cage is lifted and then drops below the pillows. So you just kind of scoot yourself. You might not even need the ones for your head. Those are there just in case you need them. But get the pillows in a place, I'm working on it now, where you're propped up enough where the top of your rib cage is lifted and the bottom of your rib cage drops down. Now, if you place your hands at the bottom of your rib cage, the ribs should not be poking up. They should be dropping down. In fact, if you press into those bottom ribs, you can get them to go down a little bit more. Now, neck is in a nice comfy position. That's why you may need, like I just realized I need, something under my head. All right, so you're on a incline here. Palms are up, arms are to the sides, knees are bent. Feet planted into your mat gently. And begin to breathe. And as you breathe, concentrate on a really nice in-breath that opens the rib cage. And then breathe through a straw slowly and gently for your exhale until you feel your belly pull down toward the mat. So you're engaging the deepest part of the abdominals at the very end of the exhale. Inhale, feel the rib cage open. Exhale through the straw, slow, slow, slow and full. Here comes the belly, it's pulling down. Now place your hands at the sides of your lower ribs. Fingers are slightly together. So you've got your fingers between each other, just a little bit, just a little bit. Fingertips are between. And then when you open the rib cage, you'll feel the fingertips come apart for your next inhale. It's subtle. Exhale. Here comes the fingertips coming back together. And that's it. So we're really using the full capacity of the lungs. And the breath is nice and slow, controlled yet gentle, not forcing anything. And if you close your eyes, you're going to feel the parasympathetic nervous system kick in, that relaxation part of the nervous system. Remember, get out every last drop of air, drop the belly down for the exhale. Shoulders relax, upper back relaxes, torso, arms, lower back and buttocks, and legs. Now take the soles of your feet together and the knees out to the sides. And if that doesn't feel good on your lower back, slide your heels away from your buttocks a bit. So you can feel that nice curve in the lower back. And again, nice big opening of the ribs. Full exhale slowly as you blow through that straw. More. And when you think you're done, just another little squeeze in the belly to get the last drop of air out. And you'll notice that when you get nice and relaxed here, just like Shavasana, the mind tends to wander a bit, no problem. There's a lot of open space there now, so those thought clouds are definitely going to drift through your awareness. The key is just letting them be. Don't push them away. Don't grab them. Just let those thoughts be. Feel the inner thighs open up some more. Feel the groin relax. Nice. Bring the knees together. Roll to your side. Okay. Now you're going to need your strap, and you can put your pillows to the side. We're not going to need those unless you're going to need them for props. And you know what I'll do? I'll tell you if you can use those for props throughout the practice. So into the fingertips to the sides. You're sitting with your legs forward, about hip distance apart. Now lift one hip up and then really press it into the mat. Lift the other hip up. Really press it into the mat. Lift the other. Press it into the mat. Lift the other. Press down. They're both into the mat. Take your strap if you have it. Tie your belt if you have it. If you don't, that is okay. Bring it to the back of your feet. Hold on to the sides of that. Now wrap the sides of those straps around your hands. Sitting up nice and tall. Now what you can do with this is you can pull back with the hands and straighten the spine a bit. You're going to feel that up and down the spine. Now slowly begin to come forward, keeping the spine as straight as possible, and then come up again. Bending the elbows back, keeping the shoulders down. Come forward again, keeping the back nice and straight. Don't round the lower back. Work on using the whole spine to come down. Come up again. Okay, again, coming down, 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 down. A little bit more. Feel the backs of the legs. Now, if you want to, wrap those straps or the belt tie, whatever, around your hands one more time and come down a little farther. Try to keep that lower back in a nice neutral position. Try not to round it. And now drop your elbows, drop your forehead, and you can really open up the back here. So let the back kind of curve, especially that piece of the back, that part of the spine between the shoulder blades. You can even lift it up toward the ceiling as you drop your head. Now soften the neck, soften everything. Breathe here. Try to do the rib cage breath if possible. And back up. All right, we're done with that strap. I just wanted us to get into a really nice, deep forward fold. All right, legs to the side in a nice wide V position. Press those heels into the ground. Okay, so these are grounding poses. Be aware of the surface beneath you, holding you up here, and press down into it with your legs, with your sitting bones. Nice. Now, take your hands to the tops of your legs. Slide your left hand toward your left foot. Let the torso face forward. Lift the right arm. Bend the left elbow. Take that right arm over your ear. Press into that right heel. Press into it as you reach left fingertips toward the left toes, maybe even over the left toes. Now turn your torso toward that left leg. Take the right hand next to the left, grabbing the leg, the ankle, the foot, whatever you can get. Bend those elbows, drop down. Right heel is still pressing into the floor. Turn your torso back to center. Right arm comes over the ear again. Reach it out. Unlock your right waist. Reach out some more. Bend that left elbow some more. Cartwheel up, arms out to the sides. Reach out to the sides with your fingertips. Press down into the back of your legs. Rotate your palms back. Internal rotation for your shoulders here. Pinkies forward. Keep the back nice and straight. Try not to hunch forward here. Keep the heart open. Press the arms back here. Oh, we're going for a nice heart opener right here. Place the hands into the ground right behind your buttocks. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the head and the heart to the ceiling. And back to neutral position. Hands back to the tops of the legs. Slide the right hand down toward the right foot. Take your time, take your time. Press into the left heel. It is flexed. Lift the left arm over the left ear. Reach out. Press into that left heel. Don't forget about the left side of your body and the left leg. Bend your right arm. Nice and open here. Breathe. All right, here we go. Ready to rotate. Turn your torso toward your right leg. Let the left hand grab the other side of the leg or the foot and come down over that leg by bending your elbows, dropping your forehead. Breathing here. Nice opening. Can you feel that sciatic nerve getting nice toning there in the back of the right leg all the way up to the right hip? Breathe, breathe, breathe. Rotate the torso to center. Left arm comes over the left ear again. Reach out over those toes. Press into the left heel. Oh, feel that left waist open. Come on up. Palms are facing forward. You're reaching out, out, out. Press the heart forward slightly. Keep the chin down. Keep the bottom of the rib cage down. Don't poke it forward. Remember, we don't want to flare out the rib cage. We want to keep it stacked over the pelvis. Okay, listen up. We're going to externally rotate through the shoulders. So slowly take the pinkies forward, palms up to the ceiling. Feel the arm bones move. Feel them move. And try to get the palms so that they're facing behind you. I know that's physically impossible, but try. Try, try, try. Okay, keep that. Keep that external rotation in the shoulders and bend the elbows and bring them toward your lower back. Squeeze. Keep the rib cage down. Don't flare it forward. Squeeze, 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 and release. Palms are facing down. Now lift the arms up, palms facing each other. We're coming straight down here. You're hinging from your hips. You're reaching forward and keeping your spine as long as possible. You are not rounding from the lower back. You're using the entire spine. Ooh, feel the inner thighs. Feel the inner thighs. Palms down to the ground. Now soften everything. Don't worry about the back being straight. Just fall into this. Okay, nice breaths here. You have good access to your back ribs here. So if you want to put in rib cage breath, be especially aware of the opening in the back of the rib cage. And walk your hands back toward you. And let's come into tabletop pose. All right, fingers are nice and spread out. You're pressing into your palms, so much so that you start to feel those upper arm muscles react to that. So keep pressing till you feel the upper arm muscles ignite. Neck stays in alignment with the spine. Knees are dropped right under the hips. All right, a nice segmental cat and cow. So there's no hurrying. Drop your belly. Just soften that belly and let it drop. Soften it, soften it. Notice when you do that, your tail lifts up and you get this beautiful deep curve in your lower back. Keep that going. Keep that going. All right. So now that you have that, bend the elbows back just a teeny bit. I'm talking about 1 or 2 millimeters. And then press into the bottoms of your palms as if you're dragging them back toward your knees. And at the same time, take your heart forward, 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 forward. Nice. Now, notice that this is a upper back strengthener, toner, and a stretcher, right? So it really gets this upper back area. Now, if you press your heart forward some more and really dig those lower palms into your mat and feel as if you're dragging them back towards your knees, you get even more. Okay, release that pressure in the palms. All awareness to your tail. We're going to roll the tail in a really tight coil. So take the tip of the tailbone toward your mat. Here we go. Tight coil, tight coil. Lift your belly. Roll that tail up. Feel the lower back open up. Tuck, 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 tuck. Keep tucking, keep tucking. Just when you think you can't tuck anymore, make it tighter. Now keep that tuck and begin to open the rest of the back, lifting the spine toward the ceiling, dropping your head, and cat pose. Now drop your belly, just the belly. Everything else stays the same. Feel the tail lift automatically. Tail is unwinding. Belly is dropping, lower back is dropping. Okay, press into the bottom of those palms. Send your collarbones forward. Lift from the crown. Do not draw the back of your skull toward your upper back. Keep the neck nice and open. And another cow pose here. And bring it back, table pose. Okay, now take your knees just a little farther apart. Okay, we're going to do something called puppy pose, which is kind of a child's pose mixed with a down dog, you might say. And it is not as easy as it looks. So just be patient with yourself. Walk your hands forward. Keep your hips where they are. Don't take the hips back. Hands come forward. Arms are straight. Now drop your chest toward your mat. Slide your hands a little bit more forward if you can. And then if you can get your forehead into the mat, go for it. Tail is lifted. Hips are over the knees or as close to over the knees as you can get them. So really big stretch in the spine. Lift up. Okay, now listen up. Keep your hands exactly where they are. Take your hips forward. Drop them into the mat and place your elbows right under your shoulders. And we took it to Sphinx pose. Press down into the hands and into the elbows as you lift your chest. Now press into the hands again. Feel as if you want to drag them back toward your elbows, but they're stuck. And at the same time, press your heart forward. Really good for the lower back and the mid back. I'm sure you can feel that mid back. Okay, now lift up the hips. Walk the hands back. And then send the hips all the way back for a regular child's pose here. Drop your hips, drop your head. Shoulders are relaxed. Bring it up again. Okay, now take your knees out to the sides just a little bit and the toes facing each other. So knees out to the side, like to the edge of your mat, knees to the edge of your mat. Okay, now send your hips back. Drop them into your feet, into your heels. Slide your hands forward. Feel the back extend. Drop your head into the mat. Now listen up. Now take your hands in a prayer mudra. Pull your elbows out to the side a little bit more and rest here. Big opening in the rib cage. Open it up nice and big here. Again, access to the back ribs. Press your mudra together. Press the pinkies into the mat. Straighten the arms to lift your chest. And then slide your mudra back toward you. Hands on other sides, on either side of the legs. Bring your knees together. Come back into table pose. All right. Now we're going to bring the knees a little farther apart, but we're going to keep the legs parallel. Lift your tail. Send your hips back with your tail lifted. All right. Slide your hands forward. Keep that tail lifted. Drop your head so you're looking at the mat. Now lift forward with the tail lifted. Come back. You're keeping the tail lifted. You're keeping a really nice curve in the lower back. Come back and forward and back and forward. All right, back into table pose. Curl your toes. Oh, wait. Before we get up, come into seated pose. I wanted to throw in some stuff because we're doing some grounding stuff. I wanted to do ankles and feet real quick. All right, take a foot up, a leg up, a foot. You'll see it right in front of you. Now try to splay your toes open as much as possible. Now flex your heel. Okay, look at your big toe. Your big toe is going to lead the way. Take your big toe, by the way, keep the ankle nice and stable or the leg nice and stable by holding it with your arm. So the leg is not going to move. This is all ankle. Take the toe to the inside, big toe to the inside, as far to the inside as you can. Now, as far away from you as you can, and to the right side. Now toward you, and to the left and forward. See what you're doing? You're making a huge circle with the ankle joint. This is another CARS move. Controlled articular rotation. Reverse. We'll do 3 this way. Really slow, everyone. You want maximum range of motion. Okay, good. Now, take that foot and place it over the other leg, and take your left hand and weave your fingers between each of your toes. So I've got my index finger between big toe and second toe, and then I've got my pinky between the pinky toe and the fourth. Okay, now begin to rotate. No, okay, that's too much ankle. Let's do something else. Okay, now by the way, if your feet are sore when you're doing this, let up a little bit. Let's take the toes toward the top of the foot. Now take the toes toward the bottom of the foot. You see the knuckles we're working on, the toe knuckles? Now toward the foot, and now away. Feet have a lot of nerves in them. So if this hurts and you need to back off, no problem. I do a lot of foot exercises, so my feet are considering pretty flexible. Okay, now hold the foot with the top of your right hand so that the forefoot does not move, and begin to roll those toes around. So you're making this like little circular motion, reverse. And like I said, that right hand tries to keep the forefoot nice and stable. All right. That foot goes down, left leg goes up. Splay your toes as much as possible. Look at your big toe. Flex your heel. Okay, toe out to the right, and then as far away from you as you can get it, and then as far over to the left and to the right. So you see how your hands are holding the leg so that you don't compensate by using a leg movement. There's 3. Let's go 3 to the other side. Feet are often forgotten, feet and hands. It's kind of sad. So remember your feet and your hands. Take care of them. All right, get that foot over the leg. Weave your fingers through. I mean, that might be enough for you, just putting the fingers through. Okay, then that left hand holds onto the forefoot. Okay, toes toward the hand that's holding it, and then away. So notice where the movement is in the joints of the toes, right? Where the toes connect to the metatarsal joints. All right. So we're just getting some nice mobility in the toe joints. Now, really hang on to that forefoot because we're going to start doing a little circular motion. So I think this was last fall or maybe it was last summer. We were doing this and there was a woman in class who left and she came after class. She didn't come back and she said this made her really sick. It activated something. There's a lot of nerves in the feet, so don't be surprised if you get an intense reaction. Okay, there. Now you got your feet worked. You did a foot workout today. All right, down dog. Oh, yeah. Hips are lifted. Chest is pressing back to the legs, and you are feeling the bottoms, the palms of your hands into the mat. Oh, very nice. Bend the right knee, press the left heel back. And then the other side, press the right heel back, left knee bends. Okay, tippy toes, and both knees bend. And then you look forward toward the top of your mat, and your knees are hovering over the mat. You're using core, you're using shoulders. You're using legs too. Come back up, down dog. Nice. Now, take your left foot just off center of the mat and lift your right leg for a three-legged dog. Again, press back. Feel how nice and open the back of that left leg is. Now flex your right heel, lift it a little higher to the ceiling. Make that leg long. Squeeze the right butt cheek here, lift it a little higher. Now glide forward. Stop when your shoulders are over your wrists. Lift that right leg a little higher, flex the heel and pulse it. Oh yeah, glutes. Now, bend the right knee, take it to the right elbow. Do something else if this is too much for you. Windshield wipers, take it to the left elbow. Now the right, now the left, now the right, now the left, now the right. Lift it up. Open your hips. Yeah, open them to the right. Lift that right ankle closer to your ceiling. Hold it there. Feel the glutes work to make that happen. Take a nice deep breath. Bend the right knee. Let that foot fall back. Press more firmly into the left hand. Straighten that leg and bend it. Straighten it and bend it. Come on, really do a nice big kick and bend. Straighten it. Keep it straight. Turn those hips so they're facing the mat. Look forward. Right foot comes forward between your hands. Knee is under the ankle. Look back at your left foot. Put it on a different track than the right. Shimmy those left toes as far back as you can get them. Feel how you can really squeeze the left butt cheek and then the inner thigh reacts. Keep that back leg super, super straight. Press the heel back. Now release the right arm forward. Do you feel how by reaching forward with the right fingertips and pressing back with the left heel, you're staying balanced? Now slowly lift that right arm to the ceiling to rotate. Bring the arms straight back behind you. Twist a little more with the chest. Twist it a little more. Now bring the arm up and over. Hips are facing forward. Left knee drops down. Top of the left foot drops down. Walk your fingertips back to straighten your torso. Hands come to the top of the right leg. Press your hips forward for a left hip flexor release. Soften those shoulders. Hands back into the mat. Curl your left toes. Lift the left knee off the ground. Press firmly into your right foot. Feel it pressing into the mat. Straighten the right leg. Bend your elbows back. Drop your forehead toward your right shin. And you're in a nice wide pyramid pose. Press that left heel back to open up the left calf muscle some more. Bend your right knee, let it come forward till it's over the ankle. Walk your hands forward. Look at that left foot. Take it in a warrior stance. Okay, listen up. I want you to really check out your foundation before you come up. Press into the right foot, press into the left. Feel those leg muscles working. Now slowly bring your torso up and over this foundation. Press down into it. Okay? Yeah. So you trust your base. You trust your foundation, and then you grow from it, lift from it, bring those arms up. Okay. Turn the palms forward. Open up the fingers. Feel the shining sensation in the palms. Bend your elbows. Okay? Bend your elbows so you're in a cactus arm pose. Now bring the elbows back and lift your heart to the ceiling. Head falls back gently, but with control, like you've got a little imaginary pillow back there. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lift the heart. And when you don't think you have any more, lift it another millimeter. Bring it back to warrior one. All right. So the hips are facing forward toward the right foot. You're pressing into the outer edge of the left foot, the back foot. Now, just come forward a little bit with the torso, bending your right knee a little bit more. If it's coming a little bit more toward your toes, that is fine. I want you to feel your right thigh working and your right hip a little deeper. Now straighten that leg. Slowly bend it. Feel the thigh work. Feel the power in those big muscles of the thigh. Straighten. Slow bend. There we go. Now open the arms, warrior two. Palms are facing down. Now flex the hands and push the front wall and the back wall, those imaginary walls on both sides of you, push them away. Push them away. Keep that energy in your arms. Soften the palms toward the ground. Rotate the right palm up. Lose the left arm. Oh, here comes a nice rib cage opening. Right side, feel it. Press more firmly into the right foot. Bend the right knee a little bit more. Get deeper into this. Your foundation can hold you. Back to warrior two. All right, ready to feel that right leg and hip again? Straighten the leg. Bend it. Slow and controlled. Straighten. Get inside and feel. Bend. Straighten. Bend. Now we're going to draw all the way out toward the right fingertips. Drop the right arm, lift the left. Okay, bent knee triangle. Okay, binders, if you want to, you can bind. You rotate that top palm. Facing back, bring the arm back. Even if you're not a binder, doing this can feel really good. But if you are a binder, bind it up. Release the bind. Come back up. Warrior two. Okay, swivel that right foot so that it's facing the edge of your mat. You're in a nice wide V position. Feet are forward or toed in. Now listen up. Again, I want you to feel the foundation. We're talking about hope, right? You got to trust to hope. Trust your body. Press into the outer edges of your feet and squeeze the inner thighs together. Do you feel that really strong triangle you made with your legs? And that spot, that line between both of your feet? Okay, now you can hinge forward from that triangle. Keep pressing into the feet. Feel it. Yeah, feel it. All the way down. Bring it upside down. Now we're inverted. We get that really good inversion stuff here. Oh, releasing the jaw and the neck and the eyeballs, the shoulders, the upper back. And then feel the power in the legs. Take your right hand and grab your left ankle with it. Bend your right elbow. Now you're going to turn your body to the left and lift that left arm to the ceiling. Bend the elbow a little more, twist a little more, and then those of you who want to, you can put a bind in this thing. Release that and switch sides. Left hand, right ankle, bend that elbow a lot, twist the torso, right arm lifts up. Bring that elbow slightly back so that the shoulder is not tight. And then bind this if you want to. So there's going to be a little tightness in the shoulder with this one, more because you're using the strength of your shoulders. All right, hands underneath your head. Straighten the arms, lift your belly. Remember, don't brace it. It's a deep lifting. Walk your hands forward. Head drops between your arms. Heart goes back between the legs. Yeah, mid-back releases. Head releases. Wide dog. Walk your hands back toward your mat. Swivel your right foot so that it's facing the front of your mat. Lift your left heel. Swivel those toes so they're facing forward. Let's move it into pigeon. All right. And if you do pigeon on your back, if you're a supine pigeon person, you've just got that right ankle over the top of a bent left leg. You're going to grab under the left leg, pull it toward you. If you're coming down in traditional pigeon, just make sure that you get those hips as level to the ground as you can. Notice if you're hiking the right hip up. If you are, drop it down. Rib cage breath over this. Nice release across the forehead. And of course, deep in that right hip. And slowly release from this. Curl your toes, the left toes. Lift the knee off the ground. Don't come up yet. Press your palms deeply into your mat. Okay, left knee is lifted and straight. Now press into the hands and lift your torso. Release the right leg back. Come into down dog again. All right. So when you make transitions like this, We've done one whole side, right? For the warrior flow. It's really easy to space out. Get back in your body and feel it. Feel your hands pressing into the mat in front of you. Feel your feet making contact. Feel your belly lifting. Feel your chest pressing back. Feel how open your spine is. Another inversion, so you've got that nice inversion stuff happening. Right foot comes in just off center line, rooted into your mat. Lift the left leg, press the chest back. And lift it a little higher. Glide forward here. Stop when your shoulders are over your wrists. Lift that left heel, pulse it. Yeah, feel it. It's coming from the hip. Now bend that knee, bring it to the left elbow, hold it. Remember, if this is too much for you, do something else. Now to the right, left. See the windshield? Windshield wiper? Side to side, nice and controlled. Bring it back up. Open the hips to the left. Now you're going to press more firmly into the right hand. Push the mat away from you there. Lift the left ankle to the ceiling. Ooh, feel the left glutes work. Bend that knee. Now when the foot falls back, there's even more load on the right shoulder, which means you have to press into the right hand even more firmly. So push that mat away from you with the right hand. It's going to keep the shoulder nice and open and strong. Straighten that left leg and then bend it again. So it's a strong kick, but it's slow. Bend and straighten. And straighten it again. Turn your hips so they're facing the mat. Look forward. Take your left foot forward. Knee is over the ankle. Look back at your right foot. Make sure it's on a different track than the left. Shimmy the toes as far back as you can get them. Okay? And when you go back a lot, you're going to feel the left inner thigh begin to work. Now, if you squeeze the right butt cheek, excuse me, right inner thigh, if you squeeze the right butt cheek, you're going to feel that inner thigh work even more. So squeeze it, press the right heel back, release the left arm. Forward with the fingertips, back with the heel, keeps you balanced. Lift that arm to the ceiling to rotate your torso. So it's kind of like you're trying to lift the left chest up to the ceiling. Now bring the arm back to the side. And then bring it up and over and down. Turn your hips so they're facing forward now. Or I should say, yeah, forward to the mat. Okay, now drop the right knee into the mat gently. Top of the right foot gently. Walk your fingertips back. Straighten your torso. Hands to the top of the thigh. Drop your elbows, drop your shoulders. Now push forward. Press those hips forward. Feel it, right hip flexor. Hands come back down. Curl the right toes, lift the knee. Look back there at the right foot. You're probably going to want to hop it forward and then turn it out. Now look at what you're creating here. Look at the foundation you're making. Press into those feet. Use the legs and then just come up. Whoa. So really press into the feet. Feel the legs, feel the thighs. Sit a little deeper. Arms come up, warrior one. So when you're in warrior one, the hips are not shifted to the right. They're looking forward. So if you put your hands on your hip bones, they should be like headlights, straight ahead. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Press into the outer edge of your right foot. Sit a little deeper. Straighten that front leg. Bend it. Feel this. Bend it some more. It's okay if the knee goes forward toward the toes here. Straighten. Bend. Notice how one side feels different than the other. Palms face forward. Elbows bend to the sides. Bring the elbows back a bit. So you're feeling the chest open, but you're not pushing the rib cage forward. Rib cage stays down. Rib cage stays down. Bring the elbows back. Now lift the chest to the ceiling. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, and head is resting on this little imaginary pillow there. Arms come forward again and up, not forward, up, sorry. Open the arms, warrior two. Make sure that left knee did not come in, it stayed over the ankle. Now straighten that front leg again and bend it. Come on, go as deep as you can, deep as you can. Feel the leg work. Feel those thighs, thigh muscles. Feel the hip. Straighten. Go deep. Bend. Slow is harder. And straighten. Bend and stay there. All right, that wall in front of you and behind you, press into both of them. Press, press, press. They're coming toward you. Press them away from you. Oh, yeah. Feel the arms work. Feel the shoulders work. Neck is relaxed. Chin is down. Now soften the palms toward the ground. Arms are still nice and active, though. Rotate the left palm up and lose the right arm. Okay, left rib cage. And back to warrior two. Warrior one. Reach forward. Lift that back heel. Turn those right toes forward. We're coming into pigeon pose here. Wait a second. Did I? Yeah, we did. Okay. I thought like last week I forgot that one piece, but I think I got it. Okay, left knee to the side. Right leg's going straight back. If you're on your back, you've got your right ankle to the top of the bent right knee. All right, everyone. So listen, we don't want to compensate with other parts of the body. We want to use the hip. So drop that left hip toward the ground. Okay, that's going to keep the hips more level, and then you come down. It doesn't matter how far you bring your head to the ground. More important that that left hip is dropped when you bring weight over it. So see, we're just using the weight of our torso over that hip joint to make more space, to open it up. And release here. Rib cage breath. And slowly release from that. Curl your right toes. Press them firmly into the mat and lift your right knee. Hands are under the shoulders, maybe slightly in front of them. Lift the hips. Release that left leg. Walk it to the center of your mat. Bend your knees. Sit in chair pose. All right. Again, foundation. Feel the strength of your legs. Sit into them. Lift up. And swan dive forward. Hinge from your hips. A nice forward fold here. Head drops. Forehead releases. Neck relaxes. Let's just breathe here. Nice inversion.
Soften it up, bend those elbows, let the wing bones fall apart. Palms into the shins as you extend your spine. Look over that little cliff edge, monkey pose. Look over, reach, reach, reach. Arms out to both sides. Come up. Lift the arms. Swan dive forward. Drop down. Monkey pose, extend. Sit in a chair, arms come forward. Lift up from chair. Open the arms again, come down. All right, now we're gonna waterfall. Bend the knees, swing the arms back. Inhale through the nose. We're gonna sit back in the chair. When we drop down over the waterfall, exhale through the mouth. Nose, mouth. Bring it in. Bring it out. In, let it out. Stay down. Drop your head, bend your elbows, gently clasp opposite fingers to those elbows. Really release your head. Yeah, nice. And then just like an elephant swings its trunk side to side, you can do that if you want. Just kind of side to side, back to center. Release those arms. Slowly roll up. Palms facing forward. Lift the shoulders up toward the ears. Press the shoulders back. Feel the shoulder blades, feel the wing bones slide together. Then drop them low and deep into your back. Eyes closed, breathe here, mountain pose. Eyes open, arms come slowly up. Feel the arms reaching. Feel the arms reaching. Reach some more. Keep the rib cage down. Namaste Mudra right above your head. Bend the elbows slowly as you press your hands gently into one another. Watch the hands come right down your center line. Drop your thumbs into your heart. Drop your elbows toward the ground. And then finally your forehead toward your fingertips. And just feel your breath. Okay, 2 big ribcage breaths, and breathe out through that straw all the way out with the breath. It's a deep exhale. Inhale again. Full exhale, belly draws back. And release. Okay, let's take it down to our backs. Ran out of time for abdominals. I'll definitely do more core next week, I promise. Palms up, knees to the chest, chin to the chest. Soften those shoulders. Now grab a hold of the shins, press them down toward you. Keep the lower back connected. Don't lift it up. All right, arms are open again. Right leg over the left. Chin to the chest, soften those shoulders. Now, you've got your little pillows there. If you want to put a pillow on your left side, especially if your legs don't go all the way down to the ground, grab a pillow.
Okay, slowly drop those legs to the ground. Bend the right elbow. Make sure the right arm is not higher than the right shoulder. If anything, it's a little lower. That's going to take tension out of the shoulder and instead give you a deep stretch in the chest and shoulder muscle. Now, if you want a little bit more twist in the lower back, take your left hand to that top right leg and press it down. If you have enough, don't do that. Don't forget to breathe. Notice what the spinal twist does to your state of mind. It's very calming. I mean, your spine is the superhighway of your nervous system, right? And you're twisting it, you're opening it, you're freeing it up. Release that hand from the leg if you pressed it down. Squeeze the legs together, bring them back to center. Uncross the legs, get into a nice T position again. Straighten your spine again, chin to the chest. Now rock side to side and begin taking the hips one at a time toward the bottom of your mat. We want to lengthen the spine before we twist it in the other direction. All right, here we go. Knees bent, left over the right. Relax those shoulders. They tend to tense up when you're getting ready for this stuff. So just remind yourself, slowly, legs come to the right, all the way down. Pillow underneath if you want to. Okay, bend that left elbow, relax that right shoulder. Right hand can go to that left leg and press that knee a little closer to the floor if you want. And just enjoy this, wringing it out to the other side. And squeeze those legs together, bring them back to center, and rock side to side here. Circle the knees, release your lower back, give yourself that little massage. Reverse. Cross at the ankles, flick them up to the ceiling and bring them up. And now we're going to flip it over and come into our nice restorative crocodile pose. Palms stacked, feet toed in, and fully relaxed. All right. Hands into the mat, chest level. Lift up your pubic bone, roll it in toward your belly button, drop it back down. All right. Elbows in close to your body. Okay. Oh, also, don't tighten up through the glutes or the legs here. Try to keep them really relaxed. We're going to use the muscles of the back to do the work here. So kind of a slow coming up. And then those of you who like to back bend, you can come up even more. If you're a back bender, pay attention to really dropping the pelvis to getting just to get a really nice curve in that lower back. Coming back down just as slowly as you went up. Those elbows still stay in, shoulders away from the ears. Forehead kisses the mat. Come up for a second one. If you want to, if not, turn your head to one side, wait for us. And then if you want to go laterally, just feel this. Make sure that your body is okay with twisting while you're in cobra or back bend. And back down again slowly with control. Forehead touches the mat. Turn your head to one side, arms to the side, palms up, elbows bent, and simply rest there. And then slowly turn your head to the other side and rest in that other cheekbone, into that other cheekbone. Head back to center, push yourself up to table pose, and then come back into child's pose. Take a few breaths in child's pose, and if you are staying for Shavasana, you can come into Shavasana pose. So just settle into your Shavasana. So you've got that small pillow or even bed pillow. So if you want to, put it under your neck and use it as a neck support. Just don't pick your head up too much because we really want the spine to be nice and straight. So when you're doing any meditative work, a straight spine is important. So just nestle in. And find your breath. So the really great thing about doing this kind of meditative practice after an asana, after a physical practice, is you've already calmed your body, which means your mind is calmer too. So just notice your breath, just observe it, don't control it. So breath is extremely powerful. It connects our mind body. And without even knowing it, when the body gets tense, the breath becomes faster and more shallow. So, what we can do is we can work on the breath to release the body and to open the mind. All right. So, we're going to do pranayama. or some breath work now with an emphasis on resilience. So the breath is going to illustrate resilience. So resilience has two parts. Okay. Well, it's got many parts, but I'm going to just explain it this way. With resilience, there has to be control, some amount of control, right? You don't just let everything go to the wind. But also with resilience, it has to be soft and fluid enough to move with the changes that are constantly around us. I mean, things are constantly changing in our outer world. So we want to be controlled. We want to use some control, but we want to use it in a kind and loving and soft way to move with the flow of the world, the changes in the world. So let's take those concepts to the breath. So we're going to do some breathing work. So the breath is controlled. It's not just you observing your natural breath, you're controlling it. But the control is going to be very soft, very kind, very loving, no hard forcing. Okay? So let's do it. So you're going to control the breath, but keep in mind that it's a nice, soft, easy control that you're using. So we're going to use some timed breath. I'll do the timing. This is called Kriya breath. It's a really powerful way to relax the mind and body and to um, lift our spirit in a way. I'll call it that. Open the heart, lighten the heart. So it's going to be a 4-count inhale. Going to retain the breath for a count of 2. And then a 6-count exhale. Important to know that when you retain the breath, you can walk into that little space. It's very peaceful. Those points where you retain the breath and hold it are kind of entryways into really deep peace. So you may notice that as well. So prepare for a Kriya breath. Nice and relaxed approach. Okay, inhale on 1, 2, 3, 4. Gently retain the breath for 1 and 2. A long, deep release of the breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Belly draws in, let it out. 5, 6, and relax. Let the breath be natural. All right, prepare for another. And here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Retain the breath for 1, 2. Exhale, 1, 2. Make it long. 3, 4, 5. Belly draws in for that last bit. 6. And relax. Just let the breath be natural. Simply observe it. Thoughts float by, emotions float by, no problem. That's just the human experience. You are that wide, spacious sky that those clouds of thoughts and emotions simply pass through. All right, here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it here for 1 and 2. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Belly draws in, 4, 5. A little bit more, 6. And rest. Feel these words. I trust life. I trust life. I am not behind. I am exactly where I need to be. Feel those words in your heart. I am exactly where I need to be. Okay, here we go. Another Kriya breath. Prepare. Inhale for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4. Retain that breath right here for 1 and 2. Exhale for 1, for 2, for 3, for 4, for 5. Last bit, 6. Relax. Feel your inner peace. Rest in your inner peace. Feel that light of hope shining from your heart. Feel it in your chest. Feel it in your torso. Feel it in your hips, your legs, your feet. Feel it in your arms. Feel it in your hands. Feel that light in your throat and in your neck, your jaw, your tongue, your face, your eyeballs, your scalp. And rest that light of hope in your heart again. Breathe into your heart. Exhale out your heart. And let that light shine from your heart into your home, your family, those you love, your community, those you know and those you don't know, into the world. and simply rest. Just rest in your presence and now. And if you'd like to put a prayer or intention into your Shavasana practice this evening, you can do that now. Bring that into the light of your heart. Warm it up. Give it a glow, some energy. Next exhale, release it. Right, coming back to your body, feeling the support beneath you, your body resting. Maybe wiggle your fingers, your toes, or maybe you want a bigger stretch, or maybe you don't want to move at all. Just make your transition. And then gently, slowly coming to one side. No hurry, bringing yourself to seated pose. All right. All right. Arms extended, palms up. Inhale and exhale. Namaste. Oops. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your weekend. And hopefully I see you next week. Um, oh, thank you. Thank you. All right. Bye, everyone.